this time I've been talking about control. I've been talking about how a person can try his level based or her level based to control things that are around him. There are too many things that probably I'll drive my discussion on the nature of control. In this world, a living person, an understandable person with brains, has to work with two things. These two things are complex, and some people think they are not alterable. You cannot alter them in any way. The first one is knowledge. When a person is put in the world, probably at the time of birth, a person is supposed to cope with available knowledge, community knowledge, religious knowledge, political knowledge, economical knowledge within the society. A lot of it is very confusing. But today, I'm going to talk about the other side. A person is born with something which makes us different from other animals. Because of course at the beginning we're animals. Our system is more like the systems of other animals. The only difference is what I'm going to discuss today. Now, living people have emotions. They have a nervous system which is linked to different parts of the body and it gives birth to what we call the senses. Our senses are heightened or lowered due to our emotions. The most important part of this talk is to show one the importance of having emotions. That is, we should know that they exist. Of course, general understanding of emotion brings us to know that in circumstances that gives us pleasure, we are happy, we are excited. The circumstances that lower our feelings, we are sad, we are sorrowful, we are angry. Now, part of what is related to emotions and which is more of the nature of a human being and specifically other animals is the instincts and the urges. I said that in order to live, one has to have the capacity to control his life. Now the mega question is, how do we manage to control the urges, the instincts, the emotions? I want to let you know from the beginning that the moment a person reaches the capacity to control the urges, to have management of the instincts and emotions, this person, one, is considered to be mature. The maturity is gauged on how much you can control your life. Maturity, sometimes people confuse it with age. Maturity is the capacity to have the potential to manage things around you, to live in summary. Now, of course, people will say that these emotions are natural, they're ignited by situations, have no control, you just find yourself happy, you just find yourself surprised, you just find yourself disappointed. I do not disagree at one point. However, I'm only saying that yes, we do have that part of us. We do have urge. When I talk about urge, we have the urge to eat, we have the urge to do a lot of things. The question is, do we always do that immediately we feel the urge? No. Of course, there are things you cannot do. It's not a must that every time you feel like eating, you eat. Because there's some condition, probably you are somewhere where there's no shop, where there's no restaurant, there's no canteen. Probably you have no money. Probably you are in a meeting or at school or working or whatever. That situation that may not, help you in accessing what your urge is calling for. In a similar way, these emotions that we're talking about today, we must have the capacity and potential to control. Our failure to control the emotions now pushes us back into the normal animals. Our failure to control the urges and the instincts makes us become more animal than even those wild animals. Let's look at why people get happy. Of course, we know that when something good happens, something expected happens or comes around, someone you've been looking for, something that you've been expecting, something that has been at the center of your search appears all of a sudden. Of course, you get happy, you get excited. Scientists will tell you that the more you get excited, the more you develop a change within your body. People say, and scientists critically comment and empirically prove, that when someone has very positive emotions in his life or her life, then there is a remedy for so many things, including diseases and other issues. But the most important part is that this person is always in the right mood. He's approachable, he's friendly, he's happy, and people associate with positivity. I need also to remind you that the white blood cells can be multiplied in its production, when somebody's emotions are positive. They decrease quickly when somebody's emotions are negative.